Yeah. Well, very good morning, guys. Fine. So last day we just been talking about anonymous types, right? Yeah, we just been discussing about anonymous types. So what did I say? Anonymous type is a new feature that has been added for you in the C# 3.0. And talking about the anonymous type, we can just create instances of the types without defining a type. We can create the instance without defining a type. So basically, if at all you want to create an instance, the first thing what you're required to do is you're required to define a type first. So for example, last class I said you employee. So first step is to define a class called employee. After defining a class called employee, then only we can create the instance of it. But when you talk about anonymous type, no need of creating any, defining any type. We can just directly create a instance. Say yesterday, I already explained about this one. See, we are creating the instances here. So EMP1, EMP2 are two different instances, what I'm just trying to create. So like this, see, I'm just trying to create two different instances here, EMP1, EMP2. Is that clear? So like this, we can just go for creating the instances. So there is no point of defining a type here. There is no point of defining a type here. So without defining a type, we can directly create an instance, and there is the beauty of anonymous types. Is that clear? Okay, without defining a type, we can create an instance. That's the beauty of the anonymous type. We can use a var keyword or the dynamic keywords to capture the value. Here I'm using var, but not only var, guys. If at all you just want, you can also go using dynamic keyword. Using the dynamic keyword also, we can just go for defining the things. Var keyword can be used, as well as dynamic keyword also can be used. Any of these things. Okay. So last day, I was just been demonstrating about this one. What? How to use anonymous types and pass on the values. How to use anonymous types and pass on the values. Let's see. This notes I'll give you. I'll just give the notes for the cookies and application. And just preparing the notes will provide you. Okay, just to differentiate between all. Yeah, watch. I'm writing a new method. That is, say index 8 we stopped here now. The next method is index 9. Index 9 is a new method what I'm defining. See what I'm doing? I'm passing the 3 and see here. Where product is equals to new of. We are creating an instance now. Anonymous type. Return view product. Return view product. So do we have any class predefined here? No. I don't have any predefined class at all here. I don't have any predefined class that is available here. Straight away you're going to create the instance with the help of a new keyword and pass on. So internally, as we discussed, like it is going to define a new type for you. What is the name? F underscore underscore anonymous type of 0. F underscore underscore anonymous type of 0 is the type name. None of our business. Why? I don't require the type name or anything. What is important for me is the instance. Okay, that's the name of the instance. What is that? State management is same in core. Same only. Okay, so internally, if you observe, yeah, is how it is going to define F underscore anonymous type of 0. Array, For the EMP example, 5 in the sense 5 properties. But for our example, 3 properties. First property is of type integer, second property is of type string, and the third property is of type double for us. Here 5 are there: integer, string, double, and boolean. But in our case, what will it be? Just a minute. In our case, this is what we have in the case of the employer. In our case, what is it? String, double. Not 5, 3. So what is this? 3 properties. First property is of type integer, second property is of type string, third property is of type double. That's the meaning of it. Okay, so fine. So now you can just pass on these particular values to the view now. You can pass on the values to the view. How are you passing? Return view, product. Return view, product. Are you clear? Okay. Now let me add a view for this. Add view. How do you access the values from the anonymous tab? How are you going to access? Actually, guys, in the view, you're going to access these values through view data. In the view, you're going to access the values through view data. How's that? Like this. Watch. Int ID is equals to, okay, int ID is equals to, from the view data we need to access. How? View data dot eval of view data dot eval of, what is the first property? ID. View data dot eval of ID. Actually, the return type is object. The return type is a object, and you're trying to capture an integer. That's where error is coming. So what to do? Convert dot to int 32 of. You'll have a doubt now. Sir, what is view data dot eval of? Earlier view data values we directly picked up now. View data of ID, view data of name, view data of price. But you're writing view data dot eval of ID. Actually, the point is, listen carefully. In this, are you storing the individual values in the view data, or are you storing the whole object now? So where did I store? You did not store anything now. But once you use this concept internally, the logic is, this object is stored in a view data. Means I don't require to write the code. That is the built-in logic. That is the built-in logic of this method. Which method? The view, return view, which takes object as a parameter. Overloaded method na. What is the internal logic of the method? This object is stored in a view data, and the view data is sent to the view now. So now tell me, are you getting 3 individual values, or are you getting it as a complex type? Did you understand my question? You're not getting them as scalar. You're getting it as a complex. Means one single object reached there. So once the single object reached there, understand the view data, you cannot call view data of ID now. Why? That's not one value, there are 3 values. From that you can pick one by one value. How to pick? View data dot eval of ID. Is it clearer, everyone? Understood why did I write the code? Okay, same way. String name is equals to convert dot to string of view data dot eval of name. Next. Come on. Double balance, double price is equals to convert dot to double of view data dot eval of price. View data dot eval of price. Now with this, you got access to all the 3 values now. Is that clear? You got access to all the 3 values. What next? The next is create a table to show the data. That's all. That code is same here always. Just creating a table. Copy. Pasting it here. Now not view data of eval of ID. Directly we can call @ ID Yeah. At the rate price here. No need this statement. Directly you got the price here. Oh. Directly price is equals to price plus price into and at the rate price will print you the values. Array, this is something similar how you're accessing the values from cookies yesterday, recollect? Yesterday from cookies I picked the values like that only. Request dot cookies of cookie name. Same way today it is view data dot eval of and I need to pick the values. Is it clearer everyone? So this is how you are just going to capture the values. Okay? The values that are sent through anonymous types, the values that are sent through anonymous types will reach the view in the form of a view data. I repeat, the values that are sent through anonymous types will reach the view in the form of a view data, but not as a scalar value. It will come for you as a complex type. So that's why we should again call eval of and pick individual values. You may have 10, 20 values there. You're just required to use eval function and you're just required to go for picking one by one method. Eval of ID, eval of name and eval of price will give you the appropriate values from the object. So once you get it, you can just directly display the values. Okay. Which method, guys? Index 9, right? Slash which method to call? Index 9. Alright, we are calling index 9 only and what will launch is also index 9 only. We did not redirect or do anything here. Loading here. Got it? Now shall we see how to just jump from action to action now? For everything I shown you action to action. For view data not possible, view back not possible, for temp data, for all the thing action to action we saw. So action to action of the same controller or action to action different controller. Directly we'll go with a different controller. Yeah, same controller or different controller, same only na. So directly we'll jump with a different controller. Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Yeah. You can see now, add a view to the above and this is how you're required to write the code. Okay now. Okay, you can see conversions can be done in different ways here. You can do a conversion like this. Convert dot to int 32. You can call toString. See the other style of conversion. You know this, remember? Type conversion as double. Double question mark. Yeah, nullable. I'm just using nullable here. So that's it is double question mark. You can write in any of the three styles, no problems. All the three will work for you. I've shown you a similar mechanism for you in our code, but in the real time, see, I've shown you converting all the three in the same style. But what I'm trying to tell is, when you're converting in C# classes, I very clearly explained to you all, for conversion only C# provides you variety of options to you. We can call convert function, we can call toString here, we can call as double. This is also conversion on. Like this also conversion can be do. Object is converted into double. Okay now? Everything works. No issues with that. And all of you just observe it. Now let us do one thing. What is it? Controller to control transfer we'll see. Controller to control. How do you write? Public redirect to route result index 10 int question mark ID string name double question mark price. Okay na? Same story again. What you'll do? Okay na? Next, return redirect to action. Which action method you want to redirect in the test controller? Listen guys, in the test controller, I want to redirect to index 3. Index 2 is there. The next continuation is index 3. So first, your action method name, index 3. comma. Second one is, second parameter is going to be a controller name. First one is action method name. Second method, controller name. What is the controller? Test controller. And so overload method here. See, I can pass only action method name. Jumps to another action method of the same controller. Action method name and controller will jump to action method of another controller. Third overload. The third value is object route values. Object route values. You can pass this particular product as a route. When you do this particular values will be passed to the method as a route. As a route. So what you should do now, now go to test controller, define index 3 there. Come on. Public view result index 3. And understand all of you carefully. The values will come as what? Route values. Are you clear? Because you are going to get them as route values, here we need to capture those values back again by defining all the parameters. We need to capture it again by defining all the parameters. What next? What next? Where product is equals to new of. ID is equals to ID. Name is equals to name. Price is equals to price, and say return view and pass product for this. Pass product. Now add a view to index 3, add view, and the coding here is exactly same as what I explained you 5 minutes back in the index 9. Same code only. You can copy paste. Come to here, copy this code. Paste on here. Is that clear? Come to here, copy paste, and you can just use. So now, which method do I call? Of home control. What will launch? Index 3 of test controller. Come on, let's test. The route is not defined to take a product here. The route is defined to take 3 arguments. Nah? It will separate and pass. You define the route with 3 parameters. Nah? Which method you are calling? Index 10. What is launched? Okay. So yeah, there's a question. Sir, we did not define any route to pass a product. Yes, I did not define a route to pass a product. And what I captured is not product also. Did I capture a product? There's no route to define a product, and what I captured is also not product. What I captured? ID, name, price. And we defined these 3 routes already. There's a route for ID, name, price. Nah? The 3 values, even though I pass it as an object, it will internally divide them and send the values to the appropriate thing, because MVC has a beautiful name mapping system. We already learned about it. The name mapping system already maps ID to ID, name to name, price to price. Okay. So for understanding, put a breakpoint here, guys. Run. Which method we are hitting? Index 10. Okay. Come on. The control first comes to index 10. Creating the object. Now it is saying redirect to action. It is going here. And now all of you, I should have put a breakpoint there. Should have had a breakpoint here. I did not do that. Okay, just a second. Yeah, hitting it again. Yeah, the control came here to index 3 now, and you see all of you ID, name, price. ID, name, price. I'm changing the name. Okay, I'm changing the name. I'm calling index 10. Again, observe the control first comes to index 10. From here, it will jump to index 3, ID, name. Are you clear? The name mapping system of MVC will automatically map the things. I don't require to pass on individual values. The object contains 3 attributes and the 3 names are matching here. ID will come to ID, name will come to name, price will come to price. I don't require to do any of the thing. That's the beauty of MVC. That is the beauty of MVC. When the names are matching, automatically it loads you the things as easier. Are you clearer? So this is what we just call as anonymous types. Okay, this is the 6th option, 7th option. 7th option item. Yeah, total 6 I said. And between I added 2 more, cookies and application. View data, view back, temp data, session, cookies, application, and 7th option is anonymous types. The 7th option is going to be anonymous types, what we just have here. Okay, you can see. Now define another action method in home controller as below. This is the action method in home controller. Define a new action method test controller as below. Are you clear? The 2 methods. What next? Now adding the index 3 code is same as what I explained you already. That is same code, copy paste the same code only. No issues with that. Passing the product to index 3 test controller and you're still declaring anonymous type in index 3. Use of passing from product to. I said your option is there. I did not say it is necessary to pass a. Sada. What did I say? Option is there. If at all you want to pass, you can pass it like this. Did I say it is mandatory to pass anywhere? Cookies are specific to a machine here, but see the question is main difference between cookies and application. Cookies are specific to machine, but application data, what did I say? It is global, accessible to all the users. It is a public, it is just something like a public data. Okay, so here what are you calling? Index 10. Request is sent to index 10 action method of home controller, redirected to index 3 action method of test controller. Yes, if you pass it, that's how you should capture it. See, I am telling all the possibilities of writing the code. Never I said you this is mandatory. Did I say transferring the control from one action method to another action method mandatory? Tomorrow if you have a requirement how to do, I'm telling you, that's all. I never said you this is mandatory, you should do this. Are you clear? Requirements are different. For every requirement I'm showing you a solution. If this is your requirement, yeah, this is your solution. That's what I'm trying to explain you. I hope you're clear. Yeah, fine. Now, the last and the most important thing. What's it? The last and the most important option what we have right now is the model object, guys. Our model, the third component in our application. Model is the third important part of your application, right? So, if you just understand, the 8th option is what we are talking. Strongly typed model objects. Strongly typed model objects. Okay. So, basically, you can simply call it as, sorry guys. We can just call it as model objects. We can just pass on by using the model objects. So what are these model objects? Model object means you're going to define a class now. It is same like our anonymous type, but in anonymous type, we are just going to, we are not going to define a type, but here we'll be defining a type. Here we'll be defining a type actually. We define a type and use it. What is that? Product is here. Here what did we do? We used anonymous type, directly created an object. Did we define a class? Louder. We did not define a class, but you can define a class and use it. And that is only the most important thing. That is the model class. That is the other option what we have and what we are going to use further in our application. The third important component, that is the model. How do you do that? Go to models folder. Till now we never worked with the models folder, right? Go to models folder. Add a class. Name the class as product. Name the class as product. Product is my class. In this class, I am declaring the 3 attributes. Rizwana, stop the video. Watch. I define 3 properties. First one, name, price, product. Okay. Now, let's come to the home controller and let's add a method. Let us add a method now. How? Public, view result, index 11, int question mark, ID, string name, double price. Okay, so these 3 values will come for you as a route. Clear? Now directly what you can do, you can create the instance of the product class now. Product is equals to new product. Okay, what do you do? ID is equals to ID, name is equals to name, price is equals to price. Return view product. Watch it guys, this code is as the same as the previous one. Compare 9 and 11. What is the difference? In 9, we used anonymous type. Means created the instance without creating a type, without defining a type. Created the instance without defining a type. Did we define any type called product? No. 11, it's a strongly typed. Means we have defined the type first and then used it. We have defined a type and then we have just used it over here. Are you clear? So that is the difference what we have between the 9 and the 10. So you're just trying to create an instance and pass it. Are you clearer or not? Okay, see, while creating an instance, all of you remember, you're writing product is equals to new product. Now, if you want, you can write var product, or you can write dynamic product. Anything you can write. Okay, but just to be much more clearer, I'm using product, but you can use var also. See, already you know that for creating an instance, the code in the left-hand side is important, not the code in the right-hand side. In the right-hand side, if I say var is a product internally. If I say dynamic is a product internally. Are you getting my point? Okay, one more thing. Just observe these 2 lines of code. I'll show you a variety of ways of writing the code. Just concentrate on the 2. What are the other option I said? You can say var here. We can say dynamic here. Or you can also do this. What? So many times you learned in your C# classes. Throw new exception. Same concept. So we are directly trying to create a instance here and we are passing it to the view and the instance will be transferred automatically over there. Is that clearer, everyone? You can write in any of these varieties, no problem. All the things works here. Everything works to you in this place. You can see I just printed up everything in the code. In the above action method, we can write code in any of the ways. Option 1, option 2, and option 3. I did not say dynamic, but in the place of where you can also use dynamic. Here where or dynamic. Anything works to you in this case now. Or dynamic. Where or dynamic product is equals to, that is also possible. Okay. Well, now, how do we read these values in the view now? How do we read the values in the view? Okay, let me demonstrate this. Right click, add a view. Guys, this is important from now onwards because what we're discussing is the models. The first important thing what you require to do is you are going to create a view that is bound with a model. You are going to create a view that is bound with a model. Which model? Right now we have only one model. But tell me tomorrow in your application will have only one model. Huh? You have multiple models in your application. Huh? You're on the top of the model, on the top of the view. We need to tell the model name. How? @model. Tell me what's your namespace? MVC data transfer dot models dot product. What is that, sir? Actually, MVC data transfer is a project name. Your project name is your namespace. Under that, you're maintaining folders now. To differentiate, the namespace name will be dot controllers here. Watch it. And if you go to here, the namespace name will be dot models. MVC data transfer is common here. Dot controllers to tell this is a controller. Dot models to tell this is a model. And coming to namespace names are user defined. We can use any name as a namespace. We already know that. Yes or not? So this is the namespace name what we are just using here. So I need to import this on the top. @model to tell which model do you want to use in the code. To tell which model you want to use in the code. What next? The next thing is, let's go for designing the table. Guys, till now, all the things what you're using, like a view data, view bag, temp data, all these things, except view bag, none of the things are type safe. Remember, everything is giving you the data in the form of an object or string. Session gave in string, remaining all gave in object. Only view bag is a type safe. Remember that or not? View bag is type safe, returns you in its original type. The second thing which is going to be type safe is model, is also type safe. And see the beauty of accessing the value. And in none of the things, none of the 7 options we discussed, anywhere IntelliSense doesn't work. What do you mean? @view data off, double quote ID something wrong. No compile time, no runtime error result. Do you remember that or not? So till now, type safety and IntelliSense both are missing. We achieved type safety in one. What is that? View bag, but no IntelliSense. You will achieve everything now. What? Type safety, IntelliSense also. Watch it. How to capture it, you know? @model. When I say @model, this directly refers to your model. Dot. Watch. That's what the important component here, model. This is the model what we have. You can just pick up the thing what you want. What do you want? ID is which type? Integer type. ID is integer type. Okay. And @rate model is internally going to see when I put @rate model, this @rate model directly refers to product C. This is like an instance. This is like a instance. Did not create, no need to create. No need to create. And all of you be careful. While importing on the top, you should write @rate model. Already on the top also written @rate model. That should be in lowercase. Inside the code, you're required to write in Pascal case. Be careful. This is a big mistake most of the people will do. Here, lowercase for importing. Understood? Here, Pascal case for accessing. While importing, @rate model should be in the lowercase. While accessing, @rate model should be in the Pascal case. Understood, everyone? Yeah, next. @rate model dot name. So @rate model dot name. So now tell me, are you achieving the two things what you are missing till now? What are the two? Type safety, intelligence. Both the two things are achieved for you at this place. Here also, what do you write? Double price is equals to @rate model dot price plus @rate model dot price into 10 by 100. Okay. No need @rate model dot price. Model dot price. Oh, double question mark to double. Yeah. Yeah. Asking to declare double question mark. Model dot price. Why? Already @rate is present on the start now. So directly model dot price plus model dot price into 10 by 100. So the value comes here, directly printed. Call the method. Which method? Index. Index 11. Index 11. Okay. Run your code and watch the output. So when you go to interviews, guys, these are the things what they ask you. View data, view bag, temp data. These are the important questions. That's why I'm taking a lot of time to explain about each and every of these particular things. These are the important questions for you in the interviews basically. View data, view bag, differences between view data, view bag, temp data, session, all these things. Okay. How a session works. Session works through cookies. Understood my point? When to use sessions, when to use applications. I clarified all the things to you. Session is single user, global data application, multi-user, global data. So hit enter, 11, and now the view is launched. Are you clear? Now finally let's see this also, guys. How to send it to another, view. How can I send to another view? Are you clear? Watch. Sorry, another action method. Public. Redirect to route result. Index 11. Into question mark ID. String name. Double price. Double question mark price. Are you clear? Oh, index 11 only, na? Index 12, right? Index 12. Okay. All of you observe this. Here we are writing int ID, string name, double price, all the things. Means first you are receiving all the values as routes, correct? First you are receiving all the values as routes in this particular case, correct? 3 parameters are there, 3. 10 are there, 10. But see guys, once after defining a model, you again don't require to write all this nonsense. What you can do, you know, product, this will do the job. How, sir? Again, the same story. The name mapping system of MVC will directly bind the ID to ID, name to name, price to price. So no need to declare all these things, not required. Straight away, product, return, redirect to action. Where do you want to redirect? Index 4. 3 is done. Next one, 4. Which method? Index 4. Which controller? Test controller. What do you want to pass? Product. I'm not telling you you should use only here. I'm telling you you can use here also. I said it is another option available. You can write like this or you can write like this also. This makes your work simple and easier now. See. Now go to test controller. Come on. Public. View result. Index 4. Here also we can directly say product, return view, product. That's it. Are you clear? Come on, let us add a view for this. Right click, add view. What should I do first? First on the top I need to import the model. How to write? @model in lowercase, don't forget. @model lowercase. Louder here. MVC data transfer dot models dot model name. Are you clear? Okay, model name is product. Now come here and the code here is exactly same already what I shown you here. No difference. Come on, call what? Index 12. Index 12. Launches test 4. Calling index 12, launching test 4. You got the values. Okay. It's not like I'm not telling you in redirective action only we can use like this. I'm telling you here also we can use. This is the traditional old style of writing. This is the modern. Tomorrow 30, 40 values will be there here. One by one value reading not required. Only thing is be careful, the names are going to be same. See, today we are passing as route. Tomorrow you create a user interface, 3 text boxes. Enter the values in the 3 text boxes will come here, but make sure the first text box name is ID, the second text box name is name, and the third text box name is price. Enough. The name mapping system of MVC will directly load your ID to ID, name to name, price to price. Understood? Means going forward, your programming becomes simple and easy compared with the olden options what we are seeing. Is that clearer? Understood all of you? The programming becomes easier, much simple and easier compared with the previous style of writing the codes. Okay, so you can observe it. Yeah, this index 11 is done. Yeah, next. Just to say, in the above index 11 action method, without reading each parameter value individually, we can directly read it through the model class by using the class as method parameter. To test that, let us now add another action method in home controller class as following. Okay now? And next, you can also read it like this. Add a new action method in test controller class as following. This is what. Read the note. Now add a view to index 4 action method and write the code same as index 11 action method of home. Same code here. I did not again type. Same code. Copy paste it here. Execute. Index 12 like this. Flow. Request to send to index 12 action method of home controller. Redirected to index 4 action method of test controller. Is everything clear? Yes or not? Any questions with any of the things? I have explained, I've tried to explain all possibilities of writing the codes to you. All possibilities of writing the code. Still, I might be missing something, but you can just do some R&D on that. If you feel I did not teach you, you try. What will happen if you just try it up? You'll come to know how you can perform these particular actions. Hope it's clearer, everyone. Okay, so this is the process. There are same, then why you have different names like anonymous and strongly typed? In anonymous and strongly typed are same. Where they are same here? Did you do model binding for the views in anonymous types? Did you do model binding of views in anonymous types? You did not do that. In model strongly typed models only we have performed a model binding. We did not do model binding of the views in anonymous types. In anonymous types again we have used what? View data. From view data we picked the value. We did not go for using a model binding at all there. They are not same. They are two different options. Look same. Yeah. So you're clear with this one? Yeah. Till now I explained you a variety of options to you to work with. Everything I shown you. What next? The next thing in our discussion is, so we understood, basically we know how to pass the values from browser to action method to view. Browser to action method, how many options is it you? 3 options. What are 3? Routing, routes, query strings, input controls. Yeah, input controls. We can just design the raw interfaces controls. And when you're passing values from action method to view, I demonstrated you 8 different options to you. In this, we also understood about state management. State management, what are they? If you want to store your values, if at all you just wanted to store your values for a period of time, okay, means in the next request, what we can use? Temp data, view data, view data cannot be used. Temp data, cookies, sessions, applications. Temp data, cookies, sessions, applications. Are you clear? Sir, strongly typed models also, once after going to, means you need to pass on this continuously. If you break anywhere, that doesn't work again. It's not persistent. So state management here can be done only by using these 4 options. What for? Temp data, cookies, sessions, applications. Clearer? Temp data basically doesn't work if the browser closed. If the browser closed, or if you open a new tab, also temp data doesn't work. Session is single user, global data, accessible to him in all the pages. Cookie also can be accessible in all the pages, but specific to your browser. Specific to your browser. Your data cannot be accessed by my browser, and my browser cannot. Machine to machine it varies. And when you come to application, when should I use application? Multi-user, global data. So going forward, we will understand it when sessions can be used, when temp data can be used, and when application should be used. We'll just understand about it going forward in detail about it. Yes, Sai Kumar. Can we pass anonymous types like models as on the UI side @model project name models.product? Sada, did you define this? @model project name dot models dot product. Did you define this? You're telling anonymous type. Then how are you again telling @model product name dot project name dot models dot product? You did not define that now. Then how can you use it? How can we pass the values from controller to views without using helper methods? Sheetal. What happened? Keyboard is not working. Huh? Hold on, guys. My keyboard is not working. Yeah. Meanwhile, there is a question here, guys. What the question is? How can we pass the values from controller to view without using helper methods? How can we pass the values from controller to view without using helper methods? Now, without using helper methods even, how can we pass the values from controller to view? Sheetal, you watch the complete movie and finally you're asking who is the hero of the movie. From 3-4 days, I'm telling the same thing for you. Action method to view means not controller to view. Where you write action method? Where are you writing action method here? Keyboard banjetle. Please pet chudu. Wire తీసి మళ్ళీ మార్చి చూడు. ఆగాగు. సరాగు. పెట్టుప్పుడు. పెట్టుప్పుడు. స్లాట్ పనిచేయట్లేదమ్మా అయితే. Okay. So, are you clear, Sheetal? Till now, we are talking that only here. Passing values from action method to view only. Action method, where is action method? Action method is in controller only. So, if you are passing from action method to view is nothing but passing from controller to view. That's all what we learned till now. And helper methods. What is that using helper methods? I did not understand. Yeah, cookies are stored on browser. That's what I explained in the last class. Cookies are stored on browser. Any more questions? Any one of you? Any doubts to anyone? Can I go to the next topic? Practice, guys. If you leave practicing, once it becomes a big hill and it looks like a big hill, you can't practice. Be up to date. I'm just telling that only. Okay, because if you are clear here only, going forward, database programming and all will become easier for you because all these concepts are again used in the database programming. Okay, so fine. Finally, UI designing. It's about UI designing. Yeah, UI designing, we already know how to design user interfaces. We designed also. How did we design? Using HTML controls. One day I just took some text boxes, login page, registration page. I just designed. I did not read the values, but I shown you designing. How do you design? HTML controls. Correct? Fine. Actually, we design user interfaces in any application for taking input from end user or displaying the results. Why do we design a UI, guys? Either to take input from the end user or second option, to display the results. I want to display the results, I need user interface. Designing of a user interface in web application is performed with HTML. Yes, web application designing is done always by using HTML. And already I said you, final output what goes to the browser is HTML, text, HTML format because text is platform independent. Rendering should be done and the rendering will just go for creating you the required HTML file, which provides with a set of controls. HTML provides you with a set of controls. Whereas in ASP.NET MVC, whereas in ASP.NET MVC, we call user interface as view. We call user interface as what? View. User interface are called as views now. Are you clear? And we can design them by using any of the below options. We can design the user interface by using any of the below options. What are the options? Already shown you. Second option. Three options are there. First option, HTML controls. Second option, HTML helpers. Third option, strongly typed HTML helpers. These are the three variety of options what we just have. I cannot stop for you for every topic in the middle. Class is class, that's all. You need to practice on your own. I cannot stop it here, give you a break again, continue tomorrow. Okay? So time is also important for us. What is the problem with you guys, you know? This is the biggest problem for a teacher. You want every topic to be covered. If I miss anything, again you'll ask, sir, you did not teach this. I should not take class for more time. I should not take class for more time. Again, finally, sir, when will class complete off? All you want everything to be covered, explained in detail for you, and you want to complete it, hurry again. You don't have the patience. So that's a real challenge for a teacher. If you miss anything, you say you did not cover this, sir. If I just give an overview, did not tell in deep. And again, you want to cover everything in time. What will happen? It's not a juice to inject in your body, to send into your body now, or an injection. You have to have the patience. Yeah, fine. So, three options. One option, HTML controls. We already saw that. Two new options. What are the two options? HTML helpers, strongly typed HTML helpers. What are these HTML helpers and strongly typed HTML helpers? Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you all three options for you in this case. If you practice, that's what I'm telling. Again, you say I'm fast. I'm talking about each and every topic in detail, giving you live examples, telling you the flow of control array from here to here, here to here. If you don't practice, what can I do? Are you up to date? You must do the practice here. You're still not LKG students now. You don't have time. Time is precious for you. Tomorrow you go and join in a company, you say, I will do it slow. The deadlines will be there. You're required to do your work on deadlines only. They don't give you time at all. Morning they give you work and they expect you to do by evening. Life is always a challenge and you should run behind it. That's all. No option for you. Yeah. I'm getting a new project, guys, to understand about this. ASP.NET Web Application.NET Framework. Give a name for it, any name of your choice. MVC UI designing. MVC 7. Create. Empty. MVC. And actually, hey, you're feeling you don't have time to practice. Monday, Tuesday, I will not be available. Monday, Tuesday, I will not be available. Tomorrow we have a session. Monday, Tuesday, I will not be available. The next class will be on Wednesday only. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 days. Complete the data transfer concept. Is that clear? Okay. So these 3 days, just complete all the appropriate things. So Monday, Tuesday, I'll be going to Tirupati. I'll not be available. So you just finish up all the things in these 3 days. Clearer? Meanwhile, possible, I will send you the notes for that sessions and applications also. I'm just preparing it. I'll send you the notes for sessions and applications also. Okay. I'll try my best to send you the notes before I leave by Saturday. If I could not get review, it will be on the, it will be directly posted for you on the Google Drive. Okay, you can just pick from the Google Drive. Sunday. You are okay with Sunday, yeah, but I work 6 days a week. You want me to tell on Sunday also? When is rest for me? My day schedule starts at 7 o'clock in the morning and ends at 11. I work here, again I go to a company, 2 to 11 I work there. Every day 11 that I reach home. Again by 6:30, 7 that's what I be late in the classroom. 11 that I reach home, take my bath, sleep, and again 6:30 wake up and I just come to the class. And again Sunday I need to have rest now. It's okay for you, but not for me. Fine. Yeah. Let's see the UI designing up here. I wanted to create a method here. Let me add a controller. I named it as EMP controller. EMP controller. Yeah, all of you careful listen. I want to write a method for adding an employee. Just understand what is the requirement? I want to create a user interface here for adding an employee. Where to add? Database. Okay, adding in database is secondary. But first, if you want to add an employee, what you need here? You need a user interface so that users can enter the values there. User can enter his information there. Are you clearer? Now see, here two things you need to understand. First, when I say add employee, a view should launch. Correct? You enter all the details. You enter all the details and click on save. When you click on save, what should happen? The data should be saved. So understand carefully, you need two action methods now. Why, sir? The first action method is to launch the view. Second action method is to save the data. Did you catch the point or not? First action method is to launch the view. My request goes to the action method. View should launch. I will fill in the details and save. The data should be saved to the database. Am I clearer? So how many action methods are required for you? Two action methods. So just look at it. I am writing one action method like this, public. Okay, view result, add EMP is the method I'm writing. So when I call this method, what should happen? It has to launch the view now. It has to launch the view now. So what you say? Return view. So listen, return view. Is this clear? Already we saw this method now. This method will launch a view now. Okay, let add a view. Right click, add view. Now here you need to design the user interface with some text boxes and all. And don't forget, all of you, if at all you want to place your text boxes and send the data to server, the first important thing is you require a form tag. Without a form tag, the data will not go to server. What do you need? Form tag. Okay, form. And from the form, you're required to specify some attributes. What is the first attribute? Method is equals to. Two different ways how you can pass the value. Get and post. Get means the data will reach the server as a query string. As a query string. Danger is all values are visible in the address bar. That is danger. Second option, post. What is post? In this, the data will reach the server in the form of in the HTTP header, as a HTTP header. So the values are not visible to anyone in the address bar or anywhere. Means they are sent in the background in an encrypted format also. They are sent in the background in a encrypted format. We cannot see the values. So which one is better? Get a poster. So always say post, because the default method of a form is get. You might already learned in the HTML classes. What is the default method? Get is the default method. So I'm changing it to post. The second important attribute is action. This is to tell when you enter the values and click on the save button, the data should go to which action method and who is going to save it. Are you clear? You went to a bank. You want to open an account. So first what you need an application form. Who will give an application form? You go to a clerk and ask, clerk is giving an application form. But after filling the application form, do you go to clerk again to open the account? You just go to a particular counter to open your account. So you need to know that where should I go to save? Means I need to specify the action method name which should be invoked for this. The action method can be present in the same controller, or the action method can be present in another controller also. God knows, anywhere it can be present. So now, for example, let us think same controller. Okay, if it is same controller, what is the control name? EMP. Okay, the action method name is save EMP. Now you guys understand? You are required to write a new method now. What is the name? Save EMP. So come here and you need add EMP, save EMP. Add EMP is to launch the view. Save EMP is to save the data. Are you clearer? Sir, what happens if I don't write the action name? If you don't write the action name, when you click on the button, again it will go to save add EMP only. Again it will go to add EMP. We basically call it as a post back. You're submitting the data back to the same action method. You're submitting the data back to the same action method. You're just trying to hit the same action method again. Are you clear? So choice is yours. You want to hit the same action method or a different action method? Generally, you can write two separate methods like this. Public view result, save EMP, return view. So now you understand add EMP will launch the view, and a click of the button here will hit save EMP. Will hit the save EMP. Are you clearer? For example, put a breakpoint here. Come here. Just add a button there. That's all. Nothing. Input type is equals to submit and value is equals to save. Alright, rest of the other controls I'll add here. Just for example, I'm showing you. Launch what? Add EMP. Just call add EMP. Okay, run add EMP. Yeah, just calling add EMP. Watch it. You're calling add EMP. We have a breakpoint here. The control reaches the add EMP now. And still did not come. It's processing. Okay, reached. And you see now, it's returning the view. And the view got launched. When I click on the save button, where it goes? It goes to save EMP now. Just click on the button and see. Now you are at save EMP. There is no view. So error comes because there is no view that has been created for save EMP. Is the point clear? And all of you observe this one. What is that? If I don't write this action here, okay, I did not write this action method. Okay, run. Again, it went to add EMP. Look, it went to add EMP. Another view launched. Click on the save button. Again goes to add EMP only. So that's why, just to see, watch it. You click on this, you'll be on the same form now. But behind the screen, it is going to server. Again launching the same thing for you. Are you clear? Okay. So that's why one option is writing the methods with two different names. Second option, writing the two methods with same name. What is that? Same name. Add EMP hits add EMP again. Right? Add EMP hits add EMP again. Correct or not? But which method first, which method next? The first I want this method, the second I want this method. And I already explained you how to differentiate this. I need to just specify HTTP verb, HTTP get, HTTP. So get will invoke you this method, post will invoke you this method. What is get? The first request what you are sending is called get request. I understand English here. You are sending a request to get the page. Am I correct? That's called get request. After you're filling the data and clicking on, you're posting the data to the server. You are posting the data to the server. That is called as a post request. Sir, error coming there. Array, method signatures are same. That's why you're getting the error. So just in the post, actually, are you going to pass it empty or with some values? With some values now. What is it? Int ID, string name. Okay, string job, double salary. Like this, I can just pass on some values now. Okay, values are not there still. We need to just design them, but you're passing. So now, the first request will invoke you, add emp. The next request will invoke you, the add emp post. Okay, again, put the two breakpoints again. Run your code. First request comes to get, and the post request goes to post. Yeah. First request came to get. Ratna Kumar, I did not understand your question. What you are asking? Can't we write HTTP save, sir, like login validation? Click on the save. Array, no values are passed there. That's why you are getting this error. But when you click on the save button, it was hitting you the add emp and you did not pass any values. Mainly, if you want to skip the error, just use question mark there here. Because there is no question mark, null is not getting accepted and error came there. That's all. If you put question mark, nulls will come automatically. The first request is the get request. Yeah, first it came to get, launching the view. Now click on the save button. Now it went to post requests. Watch. Are in the post, I need to write the code for saving the data, not return view. But just don't observe the internal code. Just understand what is HTTP get, what is HTTP post. HTTP get is to send a get request, and HTTP post is to send a post request. Are you clear? Now tell me, in this view, can you add the text boxes with all the save option and all? We can overload action methods, but say to differentiate them, either you just require to use action name attribute already explained you, or second option, you can differentiate by using HTTP get and HTTP post. Get here, posting. Okay now? Otherwise, other thing, action name attribute can be used. Okay, fine. So I hope your guys are clear with this. Yes or not? Now what to do? Here, I don't require to specify. I don't require to specify the method here. Action. Action is equals to, because you're submitting the data back to the same. When you're submitting the data back to the same, there's no point of writing it. We will learn, wait. Okay. So like this, we are just going to perform, or we are just going to write down the different things here. Okay, one more thing here. I'm removing get here. I removed get. And if I remove post here, if I remove post also, now there is a conflict now. When I run this, overloading of action methods. Overloading of action methods. They will give you an error. Ambiguous call. Okay. Observe it. I am adding post here. I did not add get there. What launches? What will execute? When you return the second method as post, automatically first method will become get. Even if you don't write. Even if you don't write. Watch. Are you clearer? Even if you don't write also, automatically the previous one will become the and will be in post here. I'm saying this is get. So this should automatically become post now, right? Yeah. Again, you came to get. Hit on the button. It goes to post. Understood, everyone? If you write on both the two methods, well, very good. If you write on one, automatically the second one will become the alternative for it. Okay. So if you write on both, get and post, it will be clear for you. If you don't want, you write on one, the second method is automatically taken. If you write this get, this will become post. If you write post here, this will become get here. But better thing is always write for both times. The option is still available. You can just mix and match and use it. Are you clearer with this? Yes or no? Now the next step is design the UI completely, as the values to post, and in the post we need to just perform a saving. Saving is secondary, but first post should receive all the data. Okay, so in this process we are going to learn how to create the user interfaces first with HTML, and already with HTML I explained you earlier. So one more quick example I'll show you. Later on we'll see the next two options what are available. What are the other two options? Strongly typed HTML helpers. Okay, let's stop here, guys. We'll continue tomorrow. Advisable means not advisable, but it works. I shown you already.